Robinson with another carry. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 0-0? Like Jim Otto.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll look to throw here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown! Logan Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are looking good here. The season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It got his man complete. Now look out. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A final shot before half from Murray, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And now an audible here into something else. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. In motion left goes a tight end. A give left side to Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Check 13. Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch it.
Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one they'll think about for the next month.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the give, here's Robinson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. On the hole. On the hole.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They run. Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He'll look to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation,
there he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. Connor going to try and run it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.